Hey everyone, welcome back to Wix Fix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Ryan, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the difference between minimum content and maximum content inside of Wix Studio. Now, I know that these two things can be a bit confusing and kind of even do the same thing at times. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly when and where you would want to use both of these different options. Let's go ahead and get started. So here I am in Wix Studio, and all I did here was put a container inside of a section, added a layout grid of a 2x1, and then in the left column, I added a simple text element. So the first thing I want to do is actually grab this text element here and turn on advanced sizing. So it's going to give us more advanced features for the sizing, and I want to set the width of this text element to 100%. So what that's going to do is it's going to stretch the text element to fill in the entire column. You can see the text itself only comes to here, but the element itself spans the entire width of the available space in the column. So if I go ahead and grab the container and select the column, then if I go ahead and set this to minimum content, we'll end up with something like this. It's basically going to put every single word on a different line, and we'll end up with something like this. However, if we select max content, it's going to just remove all of that extra space, and it's going to end right where the actual text inside of the text element actually ends. So it doesn't actually wrap it, it just removes all of the extra space that we had before. If you want to use minimum content, and there are going to be certain situations where you will want to. For example, let's just say we want to have two identical sections. So I'm just going to copy and paste the section down here, and maybe this title is going to be different, like this is a title, right? So if we have something like this, where we set this to max content, and then we set this one, and then we set this column to max content, then you can see the grid on here is a lot larger than the grid on here. And sometimes that's not your ideal situation, right? Instead, what you might want to do is actually grab this element here, and just for fun, let's set this column to max content, and then we can grab this title and we can turn on the minimum width here. So we will see that this is basically has a minimum width of 260 pixels, and just for ease, I'll go ahead and bump it up to that. And now that we know that, we can actually grab this container here, and we can just make sure it's set to minimum content. So now this column right here, its minimum value will always be 260. But now we need to do that over here as well. So the first thing we can do is grab this title and give this a minimum width of 260 pixels. And as soon as we change the column width to minimum or even maximum content in this circumstance, it will be exactly what we want. So now we can place content over here on the right side of the grid and do the same thing over here. And the text area part of this container will look the same for both containers here. Now, when would we want to use maximum content? So if I grab this text element right here, we have a minimum value of 260. So that means that this text element will never get any smaller than 260, which was like right where the text ends here. And I want to note, since the available space is larger than 260, we have a bunch of this extra space here with the content. But let's say we want to kind of minimize that a little bit more, while still having a little bit of space. So what we can do is set a maximum width here. So let's set this to like 320 pixels. So now we have a little bit of space. So if we add any more words, you'll notice that once it hits the maximum level, it starts wrapping. And I honestly think that's a really good use of the maximum width. We can easily control that. And if we wanted to, we could even expand this out a little bit more. Maybe even just do 360, do something like that. And then of course we can just grab this row and set this to minimum content. And what that's going to do is it is going to shrink this text box to its minimum content, which we have set to 260. However, let's say we don't want that to happen and we set this to its max content. You will notice that now this element, it's went to its max width, which is 360. So typically what you want to keep in mind, if you want to use minimum content, make sure your elements have a minimum width. And if you want to use max content, sometimes you're going to make sure you want to have a max width here as well for those elements. Of course, that is not always necessary for every element. Elements can be a little bit differently depending on when you're using min and max content and min and max width. It's not always necessary to do that. I will say typically I just set things to max content and call it a day. I don't even worry about setting up the min width or max width here. I don't typically do that. I do think in this specific circumstance, if you want to have something have a minimum width and you want to shrink a column or a row to that, then you would want to use minimum content. And then vice versa for max content. If you want to have something be a little bit larger, but don't get any larger than that specific amount, then set a max width, and then you can use max content to shrink to that specific max width. But that's basically going to wrap it up for today's video. If you all did enjoy, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more Wix and Wix Studio content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I will see you on the next one.